What's up, guys? Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 has begun. What's up, what's up, what's up? If you're watching this live on my YouTube channel, leave a... What did I just say? Watching this live on my Facebook Bill Clairvoyant account and my Bill Hobart account, because I'm simultaneously doing Bill Hobart also. I don't know what I want to say. Completely went away. Anyway, hey everybody, if you're here, say hello. If you are gonna watch this on my YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and also leave a little comment, even if it's just hey Bill, a lot of emojis, help me grow the channel, okay? And same thing on Bill Hobart. And but if you're in the room, say hello. We'll see who pops on both sides. Yeah, but it's 3 o'clock. Nice in Detroit today again. We've had like 9 straight days in a row of nice warm sunshine again. Ears are buzzing like a crazy man right now, way up there. So we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. So yeah. So we'll see who pops on. I'm gonna start to do simultaneously on Bill Hobart now too. I don't know why. I know it's for my friend Chris because she can't get on the Bill Clairvoyant page. So we don't know why. So that's for her and everybody else who wants to join there. Hey Kathy, what do you have my Bill Hobart page for? But anyway, guys, we're gonna simulcast, okay? But there is all kinds of cool stuff going on, a lot of crazy stuff going on. I'm gonna talk about a little bit of stuff about that. We are going to, I'm going to talk about an experience that I've had with where I'm at in my spiritual journey, where I'm at, and try to help you guys understand it so you kind of get it better or different, okay? Yeah, it's going to be a fast hour, I think, too. But first off, hey, Karen. First off, astrology stuff is cool. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of planets are changing, going into different zodiac signs. Everybody should be able to feel the energy shift. Okay. Hey, Laura, how's it going? Next 2 weeks, starting next week and the week after, bonus weeks. So, hey, Sue, what's going on? Start talking about what you want. Put it out there, guys, because a lot of stuff's gonna be manifesting totally in the next 2 weeks. Okay, and stuff that you've talked about before gonna come. Okay, there's lots and lots of things that are going to you're going to be rewarded. Spirit says, okay, for all the hard work that you've done, even if you've done this much work. Okay, so plant that. Okay, put it down in your book. Put it down wherever you want to write it. Remember next week and the week after. Okay, because it's going to be interesting. Good stuff. Good stuff. June is good stuff before all hell breaks loose in July. So when there's planets all at 4 degrees in each one of the in 4 zodiac signs, and they're all powerful planets. And so that's when it's going to, kind of like the shit's gonna hit the fan, because it's never happened in 10,000 years, 5,000 years, something like that. Yeah, crazy amount of time. So yeah, so let's wait for another 2-3 people get on. Hey Pat, what's going on? Yeah, it's a great day, right? A little bit of rain on Friday night and Saturday, but that's okay. We need it. And Sunday's gonna be nice, and the next week's gonna be nice. It's gonna be hot next week, like in the 90s. I'm not ready for that yet, but yeah. So yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the picture or not, but Daisy had her first camp out session yesterday. Yesterday, maybe the day before. She just crashed. She's like, okay, I'm done walking. I'm just gonna plop over here in her favorite place. So she took a little 30-minute just chillax. We just kind of sat on the ground and she just kind of, she was pretty hot. That was before she got her haircut. She got a haircut and a bath on Tuesday. So that would have been Monday, yeah. So Tuesday she got a haircut. And so, hey Allison Strange. And so now she's all nice and looks like mink. Yeah, so anyway, Okay, so first off, I've told you guys the story before, and Spirit keeps telling me that I need to talk to it again because of these pills. Aquatabs, okay? Aquatabs. Okay. What they are is, they're made in Ireland. You can clear gallons of water of all contaminants with a pill, okay? Why do I say that? For my entire lifetime, since I was probably 8 years old, maybe 9 years old, okay? Grew up in Jackson, got to drive 150 miles north to go to the cottage. It wasn't really a cottage, it was a house. And, but on the way, they would talk to me about all the things, about the bridges. They all have codes on them, so you know where you're at when everything happens. All the bodies of water next to the bridges. Hey, Diane, I owe you videos, Diane, so don't let me forget. All the bodies of water that are next to them and why they're there, right? And it was always about purifying the water. Purifying the water when you need to. Purifying the water when you need to. They're going to need clean drinking water, Bill, so you have to provide that for them because they're going to need clean drinking water, Bill. This is when I was like 10, right? Again, I would get it all the time. And there was a short time where I didn't get anything much at all. And then probably before the pandemic, I kept getting the same exact thing again from Spirit about getting Aquatabs. Get Aquatabs, Bill. You got to get the Aquatabs. You got to get the Aquatabs. You got to get the Aquatabs for the clean water. And I'm like, okay, oh yeah, I'll get it. Yeah, I'll get it. It's not time, and I'll get it. Well, on Monday, I'm scrolling through Reels. Aquatabs comes up. And people are purifying water. Not a doomsday, not anything like that, right? Doomsday, we're not going anyplace. We're not going anyplace. It's just a, collapse of everything that we pretty much know. Because of the oil and things like that we don't have anymore. Which we are the #1 producer of oil in the world, but we can't seem to keep it for ourselves. So that's because we're selling it basically for free, giving it away. So I got my Aquatabs on Tuesday, and they were so happy because I'd gotten the Aquatabs, okay? And the reason I'm talking about this is because what they've said to me is if you don't want to use a straw, okay, to get the water when the water's not pumping, hey, Carol, because it's probably going to happen next month, might last a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever. I mean, we're blessed in Metro Detroit because we have 2 nuclear power reactors, but that's going to be for hospitals, 911, and government offices. It's not going to be for us, okay? And anybody who lives in the Midwest in July and August, it's hot AF. It is 90 degrees continuously, which means no air conditioning. So that's going to be tough for a lot of people. Not even any fans. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. Okay, it's the same way with the banking system and things like that. Chimes. If there is no power, if there is no energy, the central bank cannot open. The Fed cannot open. Okay, that means get your money in your house. Small bills, 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, and don't do 100 because you won't be able to cash it. You're gonna have to pay cash. If you don't want to use a straw to drink the water that you need, get Aquatabs. They're $35 for 100, I think it is. 100 tabs. It will give you gallons of water that is purified. Hi, Beth. That is purified. Okay? Very important. It's going to happen across the country, guys. So we just have to make sure. Hey, Lisa. So we just have to make sure. They want to make sure they don't have anybody caught off guard. I know. I get it. They're intense today, guys. They've been intense all day. That I get it. I get it. Guys got to get the Aquatabs. You got to get your straw. I would get Aquatabs and get yourself 5-gallon buckets. Okay. I saw yesterday you can get them for really, really cheap, like less than 85 cents or something at Walmart.com. They'll send you a dozen of them if you want. And if you have Walmart Plus, you get them for free. You get them sent to you for free. Okay. Get those things done. Okay. Because again, If you need them, you got them. If you don't need them, but you're going to get them when you need them, they're gone. Everything's going to be gone. I don't know if I talked about this last week, but they predicted if the water goes down, 48 hours, every bottle of water in the country will be gone. Be gone. You can only last 3 days without water, guys. And you can't drink, you're not gonna have any water pressure at all. Okay? And get the buckets because you need someplace to go to the bathroom. Okay? I mean, all the things we have to think about. There's no more outhouses anymore. So it's going to be a different way. And they just want to make sure that everybody is prepared. Okay? With those winces of energy, that tells you exactly what it is. Okay? And my ears are ringing so loud, like I said before, they're humming at an octave that I've never heard before. So we're getting close. We're getting close. And they just want you to, right? Just want you to make sure that you're prepared. All right? But when I saw the Aqua Tab little thing on Frios, I was like, that's the name of the product that they were telling me when I was 10. How'd they know about that then, right? Then I'm 20, 30, 40, even in my 50s, right? Bill, you got to get the Bill, you got to get the Aqua Tabs. Bill, you got to get the Aqua Tabs. Bill, you got to get the okay, I'll get them. I don't know what the hell they are, but okay, it's for clean water for people. Okay. Again, the pools next to the bridges, they're rainwater, but they've got all kinds of junk in them, parasites, things like that. But if you need water, unless you got a cranker, like the old school, like we had in Jackson, they still have it. 2 of them, you can actually, it goes right down into the aquifer, and you can get your water there, but you got to pump it. The old-fashioned metal, right? Ding, 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 like that. Yeah. Just making sure that you guys have the information that you need to make sure that you've got your stuff. Get your pantry stocked with lots and lots and lots of canned goods, pasta, things like that. Okay. Again, better safe than sorry. Hey, Shelly, better safe than sorry, right? Because if you don't need it, you can donate it. You can donate it to the food bank. You can donate it to the postal workers that come around 3 or 4 or 5 Saturdays in a year and collect canned goods. Okay, so take care of yourself. Get yourself prepared, just in case. Just in case. Get enough water in your house for a month. Get enough, right? Get enough water in your house for a month. And Meyer last week had, I think it was 24 packs or 12 packs or 24 packs for $2.99. I think they know what's coming. I think they know what's coming. I think they all know what's coming. Okay? But they can't tell the general public because there would be chaos. Just like the pandemic. Okay? This would be similar to the pandemic. The supply lines are going to be all jacked up. Going to be all jacked up because there ain't no diesel or nothing that you can actually put in your car to make it go boom, boom. So, yeah. Okay, so enough about that. All right? This week has been an absolute amazing week for self-help, transformation. Okay? I've had 2 or 3 readings this week that have been, my God, it's just like amazing. And it's a 3-year club. Okay? I don't know what the 3-year thing is, but I've had 4 readings in the last 10 days that I haven't talked to people in 3 years. All of them. The woman today, 3 years. Yeah, Bill, I need to get in touch with you, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So, interesting. But all of them were about what's my transformation. They're stuck. They cannot move forward. They don't know why. They're doing their they think they're doing their work, but they're really not. Okay? Their ego is fully engaged. And the ego is fully engaged now for many, many people, everybody, because it feels the threat. Okay? Ego is survival. Ego is our survival mode, right? And it recognizes the energy that's in the United States for sure and around the world, but especially here, right? What's coming? It's fear. And it's okay. It's okay to have fear when it comes to what if. because something's gonna happen. Truly, there's not one person that I know that I watch, or even people that I know, even my friend Lisa Buzan, who's been doing this for decades, posted something on her Facebook page about, you know what? Spirit's telling her, get your canned goods, get stuff. You know, you really can't pack your freezer because you're not getting any electricity unless you have a generator. But the generator's only going to last for so long, right? Until there's no more energy to put in it, right? So get your dry goods, beans, rice, all that kind of stuff, right? Spirit has been trying to get me to understand. That's why those people from 3 years ago have contacted me, because I'm the only person that they've talked to that actually would know exactly what's going on, okay? Which fascinates me, because that's pretty cool that they would think of me, but that's because they're thinking of me, right? That makes sense? Okay? So, most of the people that watch the program are in their transformation, okay? And when they feel stuck, they do one of two things. They shadow and sit and ache and pain and cry and don't do anything about it. Fine. Been there, done that. Or the other person is calling somebody like myself, right? And asking the questions of, well, Bill, why do I feel like this? What's going on? And understanding that there's many, many, many people that don't pay attention to their spiritual energy. They don't. They're so wrapped up in survival in 3D, yet they're being pulled into spirituality through a person like myself or like you, right? Your friends, your family, your neighbors, whoever. But they're not able to. I didn't say they don't. They're not able to connect to what and why they're doing it. And the important thing is to remind them. Because there's many people that I talked to in the past week are still struggling with something that happened a decade ago, or 2 decades ago, or three decades ago, because they're stuck with their ego, keeping them in this place of, I'm not worthy. Not worthy, not worthy, not worthy, not worthy. They don't think that. They don't say that. They just don't understand why, because their ego is so engaged with who they are right now, with the fear, and they don't understand any of that either. They truly don't. So we're talking about this for a reason, is that if you have people in your life that are in that space, okay? If you're one of those people that hits the wall, Spirit always talks about, right? You've got to engage and not just sit, okay? You've got to engage right now and not just sit. 2025 and before, you could sit, you could crawl, you could do whatever you wanted to do. But in 2026, you can't. Astrological events are telling you no. Ego's telling you yes. Yes, no. They're going to make you miserable. Hey, Nancy, miserable until you finally go, WTF. You finally go, okay, I don't understand why this is taking, what this is. It's like I just want to burst open because you have so much energy inside your body that your body's reacting. I had one person who is trying to get pregnant. Doctor keeps saying, your chemistry's all effed up. What's that about? She goes, well, you know, she's younger, he's older, right? They're trying to get pregnant. But her energy is all like, I don't know if I want to do this or not. I don't know if I want to do this or not. Plus, she's still has not gotten rid of all of her stuff that's inside of her body. So her body's rejecting any type of pregnancy at all. That's them. That's them. How did she change that? By recognizing it, by absolutely going and taking care of herself. Blow the frick up, right? The husband and her, they never argue. They never do anything. He's kind of there. It's all good. It's not even a husband, it's a boyfriend, right? Okay, and it's been 2.5, 3 years or whatever, right? What are you doing? they're trying to get you because you're miserable, but she's very well known and is extremely wealthy. She just doesn't, she just can't connect the dots. So we talked last week, see, trying to get her to really understand, and she cut it short because she had something to do. Of course she did, ego, right? It got uncomfortable for her, okay? And that just tells you where and why we don't do what we need to do, okay? And we have to be conscious of that. We have to be conscious of that. Because what happens when you're conscious of that is this. I actually freaking made notes today, guys, because they were rattling off all freaking kinds of stuff. We're the creator of our lives. Teach your body emotionally. And I will tell you, I'm so grateful for the past year and a half for myself. I'm in a place where I never ever thought I would be of belief and knowing, because I did all the things that I didn't know I was doing. Like when somebody says to me on a video, you need to feel like you already have it. Well, exactly. What the fuck does that feel like? I don't have it. Where's it at? What do you mean I gotta embody it? I don't know what it is. I don't know what, I don't know how to do that, right? Because our ego is blocking it, stopping it, not allowing it, because it thinks, okay, I don't know what that is, and I'm going to deny it. Realize that now. As we go forward, as we allow, we're going to be more sensory smart, Spirit says, of allowing those things to come through. Synchronicities, coincidences, right? All those things are meant to motivate you, to give you the heads up, to give you the you're on your path. But most people don't see that way. They go, oh, angel numbers 222. Did you Google it? Do you want to know what it is? People don't even think about that. Oh, I saw 3 angel numbers today. I saw 111, 333, and 555. Okay, what do they mean? I don't know. But I saw them. So you don't think about why you're seeing 222. Really? Aren't you inquisitive about what that means for you? Yeah, you know what? It never really matches. Okay. Did you read the next one? No, I just read the first one. Ego, ego, and ego. I don't believe what I'm seeing. I don't believe anything that anybody says to me, because guess what? It's not real. It's not real. It's not real. Not real. Not real. Well, next month is going to be real. I tell you, it's going to be real. See? We could no longer look for it. The more energy that you put, we've talked about this for years on this program. Years on this program. Hey, Tess. Years on this program, right? That what they want you to do is allow. The more you work towards it, going to get it, the further away it gets. I am the poster child for that stuff. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Ram it. Come on, baby. We can get it. Capricorn is all about that. Got to get to gotta get to that mountain. If I work hard enough, I'm going to get it. No. Hands off. Surrender. But so many people are not allowing that. And other people do it too much, where they expect it to show up, and when it doesn't, they freak out, but go inside themselves and don't understand that, maybe I'm too submissive. Maybe I'm not talking like I should talk. Maybe I'm not putting my energy out there to grab it and bring it inside of myself. That's why I tell people, and you know this, YouTube Reels, YouTube videos, Facebook Reels. Your guides will feed you all kinds of cool stuff that matches you right here this time. And all you have to do is follow it. Okay, if you want to like it, like it. You want to heart it, heart it. They don't care. They want you to take it and embody and be happy about the fact, look at what they brought me tonight. Look what they brought me. Look what they brought me for the hour I was on Facebook today. It's so freaking cool how they know me. But ego takes that and goes, yeah, you know what? That's just not real. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it doesn't really, yeah. It's trying to keep you alive in survival, everybody. It's trying to keep you in survival. You can't chase it anymore. You can't chase what you want anymore. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And you have to allow and be. You got to flow and be. It's the hardest thing you'll ever do in your life. But our new life, our new personality, our new everything starts with embodying that and knowing for sure that we're going to receive it. We don't know when, we don't know how. Now I understand, right? How we have to act like we already have it. I've been feeling that for the past 3 months, 4 months, where everything is going to be just fine. Everything's good. Everything's in place. It's all going to be fine. It's all good. And I did not start out that way 4 months ago. But I'm at the right place at the right time because again, I allowed them, I didn't do my work. I mean, trust me, I'm the biggest naysayer on the planet, right? I can say, yeah, that don't, but not in the last 4 months because everything is coming together for myself. I never thought it would. That's you guys. That's you guys. I'm telling you, if you have your daily spiritual practices, if you have your weekly spiritual practices that you do and you take care of and you love and it's awesome, that's what you have to do. Take care of you. Have to. How many times has Spirit said you're the most important person in your life? Because as you start that journey, as you allow, opportunities come to you. Things come to you that you never, ever, ever, ever thought are real. And I can just say this, I'm going to pop this in there really fast. The memberships that I have with amazing people in it, we do our Zoom call every third Wednesday at 7 o'clock. It's our monthly Zoom meetup, right? And the things that people have done in 30 days, astral travel, huh? When was that? Where did that come from, little, I thought you were a muggle? Or I thought you were a half-blood? Now you're a wizard? Yeah. All kinds of things that have fallen into place for people. And they just are like, Bill, and they don't make a big deal about it. But everybody gets called on, right? To say what they need to say. Hey, Lisa. And it's amazing to see how much people grow in a year, right? How much people are actually opening up and starting to understand in a year. How many people have had that negative energy attitude for a decade and a half, whatever, and all of a sudden like, huh, I feel different now, Bill. Uh-huh. Yeah, I get it. Because they're not going to let you sit still. And when you're in the membership and you're on that Zoom call, you're my energy all the time anyway, right? But you have this ability to be in front of, I think like 12 to 17 people show up every month out of the 28. And it's awesome because everybody gets to see each other. They're being seen. They're able to say what they want to say. They're able to have conversations between each other as they're sending messages back and forth to it, which I think is just cool as hell, right? That it's kind of like an awesome group of people that are allowing themselves to go through the spiritual journey. Astral travel. One person is speaking to people begins with a T, without speaking. They wanted to use a big word and I can't use. I don't know. I know what the word is. Hey, Leanne. Telepathically, and I went, "Are you freaking kidding? No, Bill, I can do this with." I'm like, "That's freaking just cool as hell." And they're a totally different person when I talk to them. Their energies change, their faces change. I'm like, "What the hell happened with that?" Yeah. And they're not even in the memberships. There's somebody who's outside the memberships, right? I'm like, holy sheesh. Because they're on the way to being able to transport themselves. Thanks, Karen. They're going to be able to teleport sooner than maybe some of us are, because they're connected that way. Are they still fighting? Yes. They're still fighting the battle. They're still fighting, and they're not supposed to be fighting the battle. They're supposed to be allowing and being, but they are. Come on, sister. You know, when Daddy's talking, he got to be in here to see who he's talking to. You know, lay down. Yep, lay down. Go on the couch if you want. So, hey, Sherry, I didn't see you right here. Yep, telepath, exactly. So, those are the things that happen to many, many people, and they stay quiet about it because they don't think they have a community. Their ego puts them in shame. Like, that's kind of weird. I'm not going to tell anybody anything because it's kind of weird. Or I don't have anybody to talk about this with, okay? So, we cannot continue to chase. But you also cannot just be. No. This next event that happens in the country for the next 6 months is going to change a lot of people into God-fearing or into their spiritual space, or they're going to take the path that they're guided to take, that's in their DNA, that keeps them in that place of moving forward, but not with the third dimensional energy of chasing it. It's going to be a wake-up call for many, many people, Chimes, for many people. People in your family, right? Good or bad. It can be a cluster, you know what? Where it can also be somebody who goes, you know what you were talking about before, like a year ago, I totally get all that stuff now. I get all that stuff now. See? Because that's the community. And that's what's coming. To prove to you, show up in your life to prove to yourself that you're the creator in your life. Because it's true. It's true. Do you have to do all the things that you did in 3D? No. You won't do any of that stuff. Be brand new things of how you talk to yourself out loud. How you talk to yourself, God forbid you do it in your head, which I would never do that in my head because you're going to lose to ego every time. It's going to be something negative, okay? And helping people understand who you are, how much you love yourself. It's going to be very apparent the people that are okay and love themselves over the people that are not. Because it's going to be very easy for the people that do not to fall back into third dimension and go, WTF. What just happened? I don't get it. Especially if their family is feeling afraid. See? So that's why I believe from them, from what they've said to me, is that that's why people from 3 years ago are contacting me. Because their ego is reacting and their guides are pushing the conversation with Bill. So ego is setting it up, right? Like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling stuck. I'm feeling stuck in this body. I'm feeling angry. I'm feeling helpless. I'm feeling. And then their guides are like, okay, Bill or Lori or Suzanne or whoever, right? Whoever the person is that is their most connection, that's what it's all about. Understanding, everybody, that people will come out of the woodwork when something happens for you. Can be very surprised. The people that see your light or that you've talked about things with before, about stuff, and they remember like that because their guides go, Lori, Sally, John. Go to John. Oh my God, go to John. And what that does is it ignites you. It ignites you. And you'll be very, very surprised when you're not overwhelmed, when you're not freaking out because of what's going on. You already have a knowing, Spirit says. You will already have a knowing of exactly what's going on and understand in your heart what you need to do. As you get chills and chills and chills about what you're saying, what you're doing, everything. It's going to totally, hey Barb, it's going to totally blow your mind. It's going to totally blow your mind when it happens. And some will fall into fear, right? Some will fall into fear and feel like they're helpless when they're not. But that's because they're ridding themselves, Spirit says, of the last inches of survival mode. Last inches of survival mode. Okay? I didn't prepare enough. You can't prepare enough for anything. Right now, you can't. It's impossible. We've never been through it before. We've never been through this time period before. Maybe in past lives, but not in this lifetime. Okay? Most of the people that were in the Depression are gone. Nothing has happened like this before. When something does happen. I did say something to somebody the other day about if you lived in Metro Detroit or any place in the Northeast, 2003, when the blackout happened in Canada, in Michigan, and then up the East Coast, like New York State, that part of Pennsylvania, where the grid went down. We were 3 days without any electricity at all. I think it was 3 days. Maybe it was 4. I'm not sure. I think it was 3. Survival mode. See? And we didn't have time to prepare for that. Trust me. I was at work at Saks Fifth Avenue on that day. It was a Sunday when it started. And there was people stuck in the elevators. They could not get out of the elevators. So we were going around trying to find out if they're letting people down off the elevator. Pulling the elevator floor down as much as we possibly could by disengaging the whatever it is. Yeah. To get people out. See? So, I know. The bar is here. It's about to be here. For all of us. For all of us. And allow things that you never would listen to before to permeate. Because they're going to come back around. You're going to go, oh shit, I get that now. I get that now. I totally understand it. I totally get it now. Because that's what's going to happen. They're going to bring around videos and stuff that you've looked at before, reels, whatever it is, that you did not understand or you didn't want to understand. Survival mode has an interesting way of engaging us in, I gotta know that, which opens up our mind because we're used to being in survival mode for centuries in survival mode. Fight or flight, right? Survival mode. That's the way it is. We didn't have a choice because if you didn't do it, you're gonna die. That spiritual energy is already there. So as we go through this next 6 months, many of you are gonna be very, very surprised at what you know, at what you think, and how you think it, and how much you're going to push back on your ego by saying, ego, shut the fuck up. It's not true. Not true. It's not true. It's in front of me. Yeah. And feeling not overwhelmed with most of it, because inherently your guides are already preparing you for it in your spiritual journey. Again, all kinds of different, how can I put this? Aptitudes that you never were like, okay, I just heard somebody say to me, blah, 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 and then they come around the corner. Hey, Pamela. Yeah. See? Kind of like when you are thinking about something and your phone rings. Remember back in the day? Yeah. Yeah. See? And you would go, oh my God, I was thinking about you. Of course you were. That's them. Hey, Shannon. Yeah, of course you were. Because telepathy, connection in spirit, connection in the divine, connection in the spiritual energy, connection to that human being soul. Yeah, yeah. See? So it's already been there. But now, guess what? Now, we're going to hear it. We're going to see it. We're going to understand it. Because Spirit has always said, by 2030, we'll be able to speak telepathically. Some people will be able to transport themselves. Okay? And others won't. And others will not. Hey, Amanda. Others will not because it's not their time, number one. Number two, they need to be disappointed in the fact that they're not able to, because that will get them to allow us to lead them, to move them into higher dimensional energy. Okay? True. That's part of ego, but it's on the side of a positive outcome and not a negative outcome. Which ego's there to sabotage you, to get you from moving forward. When it spurs you in your heart to go, oh my gosh, I want to be able to do that, and I've had that happen to me, and I just want to, what do I got to do? Allow. Say, Spirit, I like that stuff. I need you to help me with this. Only time I'll tell you the only time I'll tell you to use the word need when you talk to them. Spirit, I need you to help me with that, because that's cool as hell. I want to be able to do that. And if you had the experience before in a dream, or hey Audrey, or in a dream, or in a life type of thing, a deja vu, anything like that, we're all going to be able to do it eventually. See? But the higher energy that you allow, the more that you're open, the more that you mention the synchronicities that happen. 111, 222. Mine is 811. It is my personal angel number. And when I see 811, I am off the freaking charts. My heart goes boom. Ha! That shit's real. Ha! I'm so happy. Oh my God. And they give it to me at least once or twice a day. Boom, 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 boom. Or it can be, how many people have liked the real 811 last night? Like, I got that 2 times in a row. I made it 812. 812. But 811 was mine. Paying attention, and allowing it to permeate, and allowing you to not understand, but allow it to grow, to connect, to help you understand. Because you'll be very, very surprised when you know stuff you don't know. That's all because the DNA has been activated. That ancient DNA has already been activated. It's already been uploaded. Because it's happening now. Again, more about, synchronicities, coincidences, opportunities, the new personality, right? We're no longer looking for it, but allowing it, knowing that it's coming. Hardest thing you'll do, I think, is believing that it's there already. Because as a Capricorn, and as an old freaking soul, that's a cardinal sign, I'm old as freaking dirt, right? And that will be Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Oldest souls on the freaking planet. We doubt. We doubt. Until we don't doubt. And that's what happened to me. I know what's coming in the next month. For me. I don't tell many people about it, because it's like, you know what? I don't need to. There's all kinds of things that have happened to me in the last month and a half, 2 months, that I don't mention, because they're not me. See? There's things that you have to decide. Am I going to tell my family, my friends, or not? I'm not telling anybody. I love you guys, but I'm not telling you that. I'm not telling you everything, right? Some of you know because you're my friends. I mean, close friends. Yeah. See? But will I tell my family? No. And people have asked, well, why? Because they're too judgmental. They're too judgmental. No. Mm-mm. I love them to death, but I wouldn't want to live with them. I don't want to have to live with them. Because, I'm a different character now. And all of you are going to do the exact same thing. See? As you are challenged to allow. You're going to. When you're challenged to up energy, Spirit says. You want something and you're not getting it. Well, why not? Because your vibration's not high enough. You haven't embodied what you need to embody. You haven't freaking asked them. I don't know how many people last week I was doing readings with, and I would say 80% of the people, they've talked to me before, and they know what I do, right? Never ask for no, Bill, I really haven't asked. Then you don't want it. But I do in my heart. No, you don't. You don't want it. No. If you wanted, you say, okay, Spirit, WTF, where my stuff at? Where's it at? I want it. I want that right there. Where's it at? And then when they don't get it in a week or 2 weeks or 4 weeks or 6 weeks or a month or 6 months, you know what? I'm just going to pipe down. It didn't work. Really? 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 So you're going to keep yourself in the basement until they punish you, not in a bad way, but they go, okay, dumbass, what are you doing? I just can't get this to work. Stop trying. Stop trying. Stop trying. Stop trying. Stop trying. Trying is 3D survival, guys. It is not 5D and higher. Allowing is 5D and higher. And they'll bring it to you right place, right time. But you got to be in the right energy for it to happen. It comes from outside sources. Like my friends Darlene and my friends Lene and other people that have given me information in the last 4 months or so about things that are going on now that I know are going on now. And it's like, okay. And my friends Nancy and Kathy that I had lunch with up in Fenton. But, okay, that's kind of cool. I don't know where that came from because they're the one of them are freaking clairvoyant. But they told me things, I'm thinking, okay, what the hell's that about? Made my heart get big, right? Hard to cry. Well, that shit's real. I don't care where the messages come from. I don't care. It's not my job. I'm the freaking talent. I don't care how I get the messages. But they're from people that I trust. People that I love. People that are my really good friends that I met at psychic fairs, right? If that's not, Barb is a prime example. Hey, Stephanie. My friend Barb is my freaking sister. Big time. And it's like, yeah, it's just first time I met her. I'm like, yeah, you're my sister. Yeah, you're my sister. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, because we were like, blah, 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 blah. And I think I met her at this Frankenmuth Psychic Fair. I meet everybody at the Frankenmuth Psychic Fair back in the day. Yeah, interesting. See? Did I think about it then? No, I didn't think about it then. But the more that we not even reflect, but we involve ourselves with people who are able to connect, and all of a sudden they say, you know what? Blah, 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 blah. You go, where did that come from? I don't know. It just came out of my mouth. Because they are giving you messages through other people because they can't get through to you. For me, it is them telling me something and they know sometimes I'm like, yeah, I don't really think that's going to happen. Which is a totally wrong thing to do. But in my defense, let's say, in 3D, I don't do that anymore. But there's a lot of stuff comes from other people now. Important stuff. Because they know me. Why? Because I've talked to them since I was a child, not knowing who they were. I talked to them out loud and in my head, not knowing who they were, automatically. But now that we're getting to the nitty gritty and we're going into this process of the next 6 months where you're going to get challenged. If you ain't got no power for whatever, you can't get to the bank, can't get in the bank, your bank cards don't work, food's gone, supply chain's jacked because there's no diesel and there's no gasoline. Energy crisis is coming, guys. Okay? It's all going to happen. That's why people are planting more and more gardens in their yards. Because they know, they don't know how they know, but they know that I've got to make sure that I'm taking care, I'm supposed to. They could believe it's God, they could believe it's anybody, right? But it's happening. And that's why it's so important for us to understand that when we are called into action, because you're going to be, telling you straight up, you're going to be prepared automatically. Because the DNA has already been activated. Okay? Will be this much fear? Maybe so. Will leadership come through? Oh, big time. Big time. You'll be surprised what you say and what you do, and how bold you are and how embodied you are, Spirit says, to take over control. Not in a 3D way, in a 5D way. Because you know. You wake up in the morning one day, in the middle of it, or a weekend, whatever, right? And you're like, okay, I I don't know where it came from, Bill, but you know what? I get it. I get it. And then everybody around you goes, what the fuck are you talking about? You get it. I know. And I know, Spirit. Spirit, I know my purpose now. And, Spirit just rolls it out. Okay. Your purpose is the earth. Your purpose is the life. Your purpose is now. There's no single purpose. It's the purpose. It's the collective. It's the galactic citizen, right? Yeah. And wait till them ETs start coming down and going, trust me, by 2030. Probably 2028. See? It's in the process. It's in the process. And you're going to be connected to more than you think because it's in your DNA. It's in your DNA. And you'll be like, whoa, Bill, I can't believe it. I had these videos I had these dreams last night of blah, 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 blah. And I've never dreamt about that in my life, Bill. What is that? Well, again, they'll show you your future when it's time. They'll show you your future when you are this much away from where you used to be to catapult you into 5D. Again, synchronicities, coincidences, and opportunities. They will take every opportunity to raise your vibration. But you can't chase it. You can't. It doesn't happen. And why be sad about, if you're sad about something not coming, that's you. Change that energy. And you can do it. Again, I was teaching tapping last week again. Yeah, okay. When that thing gets in your heart and you can't get it out, you got to put your palm on your breast, put your palm on your pec, and you take those two fingers and you tap your sternum so you can hear them. Spirit, you got to take this energy away because this is not mine. I don't want this energy anymore, Spirit. You got to take it away. Take it away. I said, and it'll go away for 10 seconds, 30 seconds. And you go, whoa, wait a minute. I need that to be in your heart so you don't fuck around. It lowers your vibration. It completely annihilates anything that's in there that is not supposed to be there anymore. But ego's habit. Ego is absolute habit. And I think I said the F word there in a minute. Sorry, guys. It's habit. It is keeping you alive. It's routine. Because it believes I have to do this or she's going to die. If he's going to die, if that happens, I'm dying too and I ain't dying no more. I need to go forward. It not knowing that we're going to quiet you anyway in future. Yeah. See? Because it's happening. And this is going to be an amazing next 6 months of growth, of affirmations, of knowing, of being. And at the end of it, you're going to be like, Bill, the last 6 months was, what the fuck? What is that about? As you're going through it and you're zooming past everything, because time is going so freaking fast. It's the 4th of June already. It just was Memorial Day. Hey, Lacey. It was just Memorial Day. What happened? But I got this last week in the reading. Okay? You complained that it was too slow. Now that it's faster, now you're really complaining because, oh my God, time's going so fast. There's no pleasing you. But we have two modes. Slow at the beginning and then rushing you through because everything is moving at absolute quantum speed times 1,000. Everything is moving so fast. It has to. So you can't pay attention to what you're feeling. You can't pay attention to what's going on outside. You can't pay attention to anything. True. Can you? But if you're going to sit in it, again, you have the choice of deciding, okay, I'm not going to be sad today. I did this. I started this like a year ago. I'm not going to, because I can get into the doldrums and just oh my God, just leave me alone. And that's cloaking. That is like, no, I don't want to, I'm just going to. And that's a Capricorn thing, big time. It's an earth sign thing, big time, right? And let me sit in it while I'm thinking, because I got to find a way to get out of this. It doesn't work anymore. I'm not going to be in that mood today. Bill, we're not going to be in that space today. We're not. And when I'm walking the dog at 6 o'clock in the morning, in the summer, spring and summer, right? I mean, I'm thinking. I just got out of bed 5 minutes ago. Threw some clothes on. Old girl's got to go walk. She got to smell the ground. Daddy, I got 8 hours of not being outside. I got to smell everything that's been walking by the house. And sometimes I'm not in the right space, right? I usually have music on or something like that. Sometimes I don't. And I can feel it in my heart, feel it in my chest, right? Oh, no, we're not doing that, Bill. Oh, no, we ain't doing that today. No, we ain't doing this today. No, not doing that today. Not going to happen. I'm not going to allow that to happen. Because guess what? I'm stronger than that. I'm stronger than that. Now, if it's a situation where you're emotional and you're crying or you are in a place of WTF, I love you so much. I tell this day Daisy all day long, I love you so much. You're such a pretty baby girl. You are just lovely. I just love you so much. And she's like, yeah, just pet me. Just play with my ears, Dad. You know. But what that does for her and for me is embody my love for her and her love for me. Same thing with our partners. Same thing with the partners. If they're not giving you that back, guess what? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. 2 of the people last week, bye-bye. No. Why are you playing house when you don't want to play house anymore with that person? And one was a man. Bill, I just don't want to be by myself. And he's so connected to frickin' ETs and the whole thing. Like, brother, come on. She's a muggle. And you don't have kids with her. And, dude, what are you doing? You know, what do I be by myself? I'm in my 30s. Dude, come on. I'm frickin' 66. And I know he's coming. So it's like, okay, dude, there's another one there. Trust me. Just got to clear that energy out so that they can find you. And that's what the deal, that's what this is all about. Seeing the synchronicities and allowing them to enhance you, allowing you to believe that everything is fine. Because it is. It is. But you get to set the narrative. And if you set the narrative that is not positive, that it's not, that you haven't had your F-word conversation with them, because it's the best word in English, for sure. I don't care what anybody says. It embodies everything. When you got to say that, say, okay, where is it? What do I need to do? What do I need to do? I will do anything. Bill, stop. So, what do I got to do? I might have this much time okay, fine. This was me before my transition with my ex, right? After it happened, and then transition to now. Yeah. Healing, understanding, and allowing them to do what they do without me knowing. And it gets better and better and better because I've healed all that part of myself. Right? Didn't know what I was doing it at the time. I was hoping that I was. But then I started to believe it. I'm like, oh, shoot, man, oh, man. That doesn't bother me anymore. Doesn't bother me anymore. If you allow them to lead you because you tell them to, they'll do it. If you surrender and say, I give up. This is me. I give up. You're too freaking strong for me to fight anymore. I can't do it, Spirit. I can't. You're not supposed to fight us, Bill. I still do kind of sometimes. So my message has to come from other people, right? Like with my friend Darlene, she channels my father. He could just talk to me in my ear, but he chooses to talk to Darlene because he likes her energy better. Because it's girl. It's female energy. Really, Dad? I'm your kid. Come on. Yeah. See? That's how it is. So when you have those people around you that Spirit puts in place for you, use them. Allow them to help you. Allow them to, whatever happens, whatever they say, you know. Now, do some people bloviate about stuff yes, they do. And then, well, that's not freaking going to happen. Well, that's not going to happen, you know. And it seldom does, for me. But it's all about what we embody. It's all about us truly giving us the love and attention that we need. And people in our lives have to do the same thing, James. Because if they don't, they're 3D. Making changes. making changes that we have to do because they're no longer supposed to be in your life. Because they don't get excited about the synchronicities. They don't get excited about the coincidences. They don't get excited about your growth, male or female, right? No, that's okay. Then they have to go. Because their main concern is you. You got them all above your head. Got all those energy beings above your head that are there for you. They're nobody else's guides but yours. They've been with you over all of your lifetimes, and probably back in 5D when we were 5D energy beings back in the day, because they've never been human. See, they're yours. Why don't you use them to your advantage? They can't give you something if you don't ask for it. They can't. They can't bring you miracles. They can't bring all kinds of cool stuff if you're not asking for it. However you want to ask for it. They need to be your best friends. They need to be your confidant. They need to be everything that you've ever wanted in a being. And they are. But you don't use them enough. You use them all the time. For the therapist, right? For the venter, for the happiness, for spirit, I got all green lights. Look at that stuff. Oh my God, I'm so grateful. I got a parking place. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Mine is Mom, Dad, Spirit, and Brother Carl. Those are my 4. Thank you, Spirit. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Brother Carl. Yeah. Because they're the ones that I know, that I grew up with, right? That I was born to. Yeah. They've never said, no, Bill, don't do that. Because they don't care, because I'm still talking. That's the key. That's the key right there. Okay? So, it went really fast. If anybody has any questions, again, you know how to get in touch with me. You can email them to me. You can text me. You can Facebook message me. If you guys would, I'm going to put this on YouTube, probably about 15, 20 minutes. If you go over to YouTube, please, and if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the channel. Like the video, and also leave a comment. Hey, Bill, give me some emojis, whatever. It helps the algorithms, guys, so that it gets sent out to other people on their feeds. And that helps me to grow my clientele, to grow my my influence, to grow all those types of things, right? And also what I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm planning on this, is I'm going to go through and dissect some of the videos so I can do some reels that are like 2 minutes long, 3 minutes long of stuff that I find that is I can do that with. Never done it before. So I might not get it out till like maybe next week because I get frustrated because I'm not an electronic person at all. But I'm going to try it because I keep getting the nudge to try it. And it's not from me because I would just like, well, whatever. It's from them. I don't know why, but they need me to. So, you know how to get in touch with me. I'm going to start doing that. Readings are still on sale. billhobart.com. Memberships are available. I think there's 3 spaces left. Memberships, billhobart.com. Yeah. So if you need anything, you know where I'm at. Let me know. If you are on the edge or whatever, give me a call. Send me a bill. Can you talk for 5 minutes? Whatever. I don't charge for that stuff, guys. It's all free. I answer questions all the time. And I'm in this space mostly every day. All right. So I'll see you next Thursday. Coaching for the Soul, Thursday at 3. See you guys. Bye.